Warning, it is the opinion of the 4th Street Productions and the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Pop-In that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You've been warned, so if you decide to listen, then don't complain like a fuck. Where the fuck is Jebediah and his shitty ass horse? Because when I roll up on you, pussy, I'm throwing fucking rocks at your shitty ass wagon. I'm gonna stick a fucking log through your spoke, you fucking asshole. Like a Jebediah.
Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Schwab Game Steve Cabot, Lasmeeshma Reese, J-Dub Justin Richardson, and we'll be joined later by the bad boy Bernie Biceps. You can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe so I can stop asking you to like and subscribe. Schwab Game, you ready to get this thing going?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds great. Lasmeeshma, you ready to get this thing popping or what?
Ready, bro.
Ready, willing, and able. Love it. Lyn Dub, ready to get this thing going?
I'm ready.
Very nice. All right. Well, this is the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Poppin'. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
All right. So let's chat about it. This week on the show, big fucking show, big episode. Really was a hit. Got a lot of great feedback about it. Booked a couple people because of it. We are now booked out till August. Just really, really excited. Really good show. Did exactly what we wanted. But we had the Renzo Gracie Roundtable. Man, I really, really liked it. Really loved it. Schwab Game, what'd you think about this one, buddy?
It's always a cool one to go back through, that gym and that era and that part of my life with Mike. Mike's always fun to see, and, I know he's doing well. And then again, to hear, it's still the same place, still, good people that do the right thing in there. And, you could tell people get a ton out of it. It's amazing how much you get out of that. People think it's just like, I don't know, it's way more than just physical. Obviously, there's a lot of mental things with yourself with being able to achieve things. And like most people say, doing hard shit in life helps build character. So there's something about doing shit you can't do, but you can keep trying and get better and possibly do it one day. It's that struggle that, makes people good people.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I love this story. And then plus too, man, love just spreading the word about the culture and like shouting out Rich. Rich is just the fucking best, dude.
Agreed.
So, yeah.
And just so people know, I did fucking beat Mike in that fucking tournament and I earned that fucking belt. So don't listen to what he fucking says.
Yeah. Sure. Good. Hey, man. Shouts out to you. Shout out. Fucking Working Perspectives Podcast, doing the damn thing. Nice. So very good. Well, yep. Glad you liked it. And I did like, and Bern said it too. He loved that you jumped it. He was like, people were thinking, where the hell is this guy? This is a perfect Steve show. And then you jumped in, crushed it right when I was telling the story about beating Tom in a boxing match. No big deal. But yeah, it was great. It was great. So, yep, very good. Lasmeeshma, what did you think about this week's episode?
I really liked it. Very interesting. You guys talk about that place all the time, you know, and it's like, it's pretty interesting to hear about because I I watch UFC. I bet on it all the time and everything. So
Yeah.
it's
Allegedly.
definitely allegedly. Yeah. Well, no, it's such as we're in PA.
It's
baby.
legal.
We're good.
Yeah, it's legal
Yeah.
now.
But yeah, so all that shit's really interesting to me. And
Yeah.
I also like the episode because like Steve, when he popped in and the first thing he does is with the belt talking shit to one of his buddies. That was like the most Steve Cabot thing
100%.
to happen on the podcast. You know what I mean?
100%. Yep. He wouldn't do it any other way. Yeah, he had to remind Mike about a tournament that he beat him in like 15 years ago or whatever it was. Yeah. But hey, if you fucking got it, you got it, man. You know?
You wanna be the man?
Yeah, want to be the man, you got to be the man. I'll tell you this, reverse roles, Mike would have made a bigger fucking to do about it. So
100%. Mike loves the bus balls. That's why I came in right for him.
Yeah,
That's how you know your friends, you know?
Yeah, right? Hell, agreed.
So yeah, no, I'm with you. Really good stuff. And then dude, I'm telling you, got a bunch of people contacting me, a bunch of guys that were on the show, like, you know, Thick Fit Chad Kilhefner and Don Lyons, like they were telling me like everyone at the gym's talking about it, really likes it. And I think the next time we do it, we'll do it live from the Renzo Gracie PA Academy and, you know, knock it out that way. But yeah, man, no, it was good. Yeah. So hopefully when we do the next one, we'll be at the Renzo Gracie, you know, that's the plan. We'll do it at the Academy. And I mean, the way I'm thinking about it, I would love to do it with like a backdrop. There's a huge logo on one of the mats there. So maybe we set up a table in front of the backdrop and we shoot it almost like a press conference. You know what I mean? Like a post-fight press conference where there's like a backdrop and then there's like a table in front with the mics. You know, I think I'm in my mind, I'm like, I think that would be great. And I'll just be in the middle and we'll have like, I guess 2 guys on each side and just fucking yuck it up. I just think that would be fucking money. So yeah, so there you go. So nice. Lyn Dub. Quick question. It was brought up on the episode. We recorded that 5 weeks ago. Wondering, have you signed up for the gym yet or made it out there? Or
I'll settle for the ghost of you. That's all you get from J-Dub.
I've done some pull-ups since then. I'm slowly going to get in some better shape, and I will one day go to a gym.
Did you whack up the jump rope yet or what?
Nah, I've been lazy as shit, but I'm going to. I know.
Who cares? Working out is whatever, you know.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah. Is it?
You just lay around and just hate yourself. You know, it's way better.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
If there wasn't like guilt or anything, how awesome would it be just to lay around and do like eat bullshit, smoke weed and drink all the time and have a 6-pack? Is that not the fucking dream?
I don't even need the 6-pack.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you had the 6-pack, you could just do it whatever, right? You know? I don't know.
Yeah, guilt's a pretty good motivator. You know?
This fucking sounds terrible. Is there a 4-wheeler in this fucking dream? Because you guys lost me. I'm not watching fucking Catwoman.
I know you hate TV.
I want to fucking be on the 4-wheeler. Can Louise come with me?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, then I'm back in.
Right. Dude, you never have to work out. You can drink and smoke as much as you want and ride 4-wheelers till the fucking cows come home.
Hell yeah.
And then and still have a fucking 8-pack and be yoked and, you know.
I'm in.
Yeah,
count me in.
Not everybody. I mean, I bet Brandon Hill could do it, but other than
honestly, I think, like you said, like guilt's the best motivator. Like Cabot, when we were talking, said he works out for like 2 hours at a time, like intense and everything. And that now instead of doing like 45 minutes on the bike, I do an hour because you hear other people just do it. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, good for you, man. That's awesome.
You just feel guilty because all you guys are like at that Brazilian jiu-jitsu place, fucking Renzo Gracie gym, like killing it, you know, and I'm like 45 minutes on the bike. And that's
where are you biking at?
I bought one for my house.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Nice, man. You doing is it like a pellet? Like you just go on, watch some shit on your phone? And
no, I don't have a pellet. I don't have a Peloton, but I just, you know what I mean? Like I throw something on, I either put on like a documentary or something, and usually a lot of them are 45 minutes, an hour or something.
Yeah.
Now I just set the timer on that, and once I get over an hour, then I have free weights too. that I
Dude,
do.
fuck
once.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So if I do an hour on the bike and then start lifting weights, and
Yeah, fuck you, J-Dub.
Nice,
Look
man.
at Scream getting
Dude,
it.
he's a single fucking parent, and you're fucking whacking off in the sink, and this guy's an hour on the bike with free weights and his fucking 7-year-old.
If you have it at home, if that's your excuse, because that was always my excuse. You know what I mean? Like, I'm with my daughter, blah blah blah. When you have it at home, then your excuses are gone. Then you're just a piece of shit if you don't do it.
Well, that's why. That's why I started. Romeo has a pull-up bar in the entrance of his bathroom, and the first couple times I went over there, I was like, I can do 3 pull-ups. I was like, I'm a grown man who can do 3 pull-ups. I'm like, this can't be good. So I bought a pull-up bar. I can now do 7 pull-ups in a row.
Yeah.
The biceps or the back?
It's like chin-ups, like wide.
Look at you. All right.
And I was like, this is, and I do them right too. Like I hang and lock my elbows and then do another one and lock my elbows.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
fuck around here. I've been doing
Look
my Michael Parson push-ups. Yeah.
The Michael Parson push-ups. What are those?
Yeah, keep them like down by your rib cage and just rack them out.
The low boys.
The tricep
Diamonds on the
gimmicks?
inside. Yep.
Just put your hands like closer to your rib cage. That's all.
Yeah. That old chestnut. Nice.
I mean, but I'm also a jerk off, and I do it for 4 days and then not for 5 days, and then I do it for 3 days and then not for 2 days.
Dude, look at fucking this crew, huh? You guys are getting in some fucking shape, and someone's riding 4-wheelers. Good for you guys. Nice.
Yep. It's amazing.
And so J-Dub,
someone's broadside in trucks with like a human missile. I mean, we all get fucking crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I went down that hill again.
Guy's got PTSD from you, Matt. He pulls into intersections. He sees bikers. He's
Bro.
like, no!
Dude, I went down that same
Airbag
hill.
went off.
I went down that same hill again the other day, and in my mind, the light's green, right? And I can just like
but
before.
Really in your mind, it's red.
But before I just before I was just like fucking not even think about it. But now I'm like, it's still green, and I come to a full stop, and then there's no cars, and I'm like, should I even cross this street? What's something coming? Like something could come out of nowhere. But no, yeah. And then I cross it, and I'm like, all right, we're safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it goes.
It's the danger zone.
You got to fly into it, brother. Fly into it. Nice.
Hell yeah.
So, all right. Well, yeah, like we said, available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Work Inspectors Podcast. We have the Renzo Gracie Roundtable. Fucking love doing it. Can't wait for the next one. Really a big hit. Everyone really liked it. Super excited about it. Next week, it's up in the air. All right. We were supposed to, a couple weeks ago, if you guys remember, I said we were going to air the Brent Harris episode. We had a John Dorito situation. Didn't happen. And then still hasn't happened. Still waiting on it. But sausage, we do have sausages approval. So, we're just wait. Like, I mean, I don't know. If Brent can't get it, we might go sausage. So surprise for next week. For anyone who wants to engage with us on social media platforms, you can hit us up on Twitter and let us know which one you prefer, the Brent Harris episode or the Rachel Sausage or See This episode. Let us know. But either way, yeah. So next week, like we said, next Tuesday could be either one. So check out to see it. It's going to be big. And then I want to get into talking about some shit we had over the weekend. So I want to talk about this. Last Sunday night, we aired a live watch along on YouTube at the Work Inspectors Podcast YouTube channel for the AEW Revolution pay-per-view. We had like 90 people viewed it. It was like, I don't know, dude, it was a really good time, really fun. We had special guest co-host Nick Lightning Fergus. Everyone loves seeing Nick Lightning. He was great. Lasmeeshma, you jumped on for a little bit. But yeah, it was fun. It was nuts. It was really crazy. Not a lot of people are a fan of the professional wrestling. We know it's a tough gimmick for people to like, but no, it was a good time and happy we could get Lightning on the show. So yeah, Lasmeeshma, what did you think about the watch along?
It was cool. That power bomb on the ladder.
On the
ladders, yeah.
Oof.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to land on his back and he fucking almost broke his neck.
Bro, they didn't say anything, like there wasn't any medical things about him, but there's a clip that we put on our Twitter feed of this guy Wardlow power bombing this dude Ricky Starks while they're standing on a ladder. He power bombed him on another ladder that was like horizontal, and he fucked up the power bomb, and the dude landed right on the back of his fucking neck, right on like the rung of the ladder, and I thought he was fucking crippled. And
don't forget to mention the ladder was like horizontal.
Yeah,
like, it was like set up like a scaffold. Like one end was on the turnbuckle, the other end was set up on the ladder. So it was like horizontal. Yeah.
Yo,
like,
dude, yeah. In the fight between man's neck versus ladder, the ladder fucking won.
I
started rewatching Batman Begins. Yo, forgot how good that movie is.
Batman Begins.
The whole Batman series is pretty good.
I haven't seen the first one in a real long time. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, go ahead, Liam.
I was not huge on the third one.
Right.
The one with
I love it. I love it.
I'll tell you, I loved Anne Hathaway's fucking back coat.
Like,
the third one.
Yeah, but
baby.
I know what you mean by the third one. Like, it's like a little ridiculous and shit. But then, like, I've watched it like fucked up. Like, if you watch it hammered, yo, you're like, this movie's fantastic. He's like, just wondering why you'd shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane. And I was like, I love it. I'll watch the whole film. I love it.
Yeah, it was
Hines Ward.
Yeah, Big Ben, they were in it too. But dude, no, I think John Bell said Batman Begins is his favorite of the trilogy. He said that. Dark Knight's incredible though. Dude, Dark Knight it's fucking next level. Dude, I remember watching that and just like I remember going to when that came out, that movie was such a fucking massive hit. It was so big. And I remember going to theaters, like me and Tom went to theaters to see it. And we went, and there was like it showed like all the different showings, and it was just like they had it like in 5 different theaters, right? In one place, and it was sold out, like to the whole one. Like we bought it and then had to come back like 4 hours later just to watch it. You know what I mean? Like it was so, and that was like a week or two after it had been released. Dude, the best part, one of my favorite parts, is when he kills the dude with the pencil.
I knew you were going to say that.
Oh my God. So good.
That was the best part of the movie.
So speaking of did both of you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
The new one?
Yes. So you both of you guys last week saw the new Batman that released. Steve, I know you're really anxious to find out how it was. But Lasmeeshma, go ahead. Let us know, what did you think?
It's on par with the Dark Knight. It's as good as that movie.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Justin, would you agree?
Yeah, it's fucking. I really fucking liked it. Yeah.
It might be better. I need to see it again.
I want to see another one so bad. Like me and Bradley walked out of the theater, and I was like, I would pay any amount of money to see the second one right fucking now.
Yeah. It far exceeded like any expectations I had. Like I was unsure about Pattinson being like Batman and everything, but it just like it was better. Like in any way that I was unsure about it, it was just better, you know.
Damn, who directed it?
Matt Reeves. Yeah.
Who's Matt? What is he?
I don't fucking know.
So when Matt Reeves was
is he the one that did Chronicle?
No, he worked with well, no, he may have. He is like do you know who Jeff Loeb is? He writes a lot of like comics, and he does some of the shows. You'll see him as an executive producer on like a lot of comic stuff.
Yeah.
But Jeff Loeb was like his mentor when he was in film school, and just like, you know, so he is like known. Matt Reeves is known.
And would you say, like, how was Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman?
She was great.
Yeah.
Wait, Kravitz's daughter's Catwoman?
Yeah. And she's a fucking smoke.
Oh my God, is she hot? I might watch it.
Rocket.
She was awesome. She was better than Anne Hathaway.
I'm back in.
I was way out. Now I'm back.
How was Colin Farrell was the Penguin, right?
Even better.
Dime.
Farrell as Penguin was even better than.
I loved it.
Shut your dumb fucking mouth! Don't you say that.
What, better than DeVito?
Yeah, don't you fucking say that.
Oh yeah! Oh my God, way better than DeVito.
Yeah, he didn't eat any fish.
Character, dude.
You're a fucking spec.
He had real
dude, I
fingers.
love Danny DeVito. Dude, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
It's a different era. It's a different era. You can't compare Tim Burton.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It was
DeVito
a classic and everything. But
I liked Return too. Shout out to
Yeah.
shout out to Latimer was in it. Latimer from the program graduated. From
he was in Batman Forever.
No, he was in Batman Returns. He played the mayor's son.
Oh.
And he also played Bane. I thought he played Bane.
In Forever.
He was Bane in Batman and Robin. Bane
Yeah,
was in
Batman and
Batman and Robin, which was
Batman and Robin.
awful. Which was the
Yeah,
worst.
J Dub,
Batman
know
movie.
your fucking comics.
Yo, but
dickhead.
that dude, there's always a rumor that dude went to North Penn and his mom was a librarian. That was a rumor. Latimer from. Do you remember the movie The Program?
Yeah.
Great fucking movie.
How
Shout
dare
out,
you?
shout out Omar Epps, fan of the show, listener of the show. But
Yeah, and
dude,
wasn't he like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something?
yeah, he
Jason.
was in Any Given Sunday. He played
Yeah.
dude, he was a beast. That guy was fucking on all the gas.
Yoked. All
Oh.
yoked.
Dude, forget about it. But yeah, no. Yeah, shout
Matt
out
Reeves.
North Penn alum.
Matt Reeves directed War for the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and,
Oh.
the sequel to Under Siege, Dark Territory.
Wow.
Wait, that giant ass meathead's a director too?
No,
that's the guy who
different
directed
Oh,
guy.
I
Batman.
was like, holy
Different guy.
shit.
Different guy.
That'd
But
be
nice.
impressive.
And then
Well, I was impressed.
who played Riddler? Paul
His
Dano.
name's
Dano.
Paul Dano. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Paul
he
Dano.
was from he was in Girl Next Door.
Yeah, Little Miss Sunshine.
He was
right?
in There Will Be Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Fantastic
played
in
the
that.
preacher. Oh my
Yeah.
god, he was so good.
Daniel.
dude, but he was
Yeah,
good.
He stole
as
your
the Riddler.
milkshake.
And no, it's crazy. I don't like the Riddler. I think the Riddler's a fucking lame villain. You know,
I
but
agree.
he was
What
but he was
did
great
Kenny's-
in that.
What
Go
did
ahead.
Kravitz
that?
daughter's ass look like?
Yeah, she's hot. She was good in that.
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
Catwoman outfit fantastic? Or are we talking like what
She,
was the white
yeah,
broad that
I
played it in
mean,
the one I seen?
Yeah, she wears like leather pants and stuff. It's still
Hell
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Catwoman. They're not gonna.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
She's
Dude,
not
I
gonna be
mean,
wearing
she's whored
sweats
up.
and shit.
You got-
Yeah.
dude.
You got Pfeiffer, Prime Hathaway, and now Zoe Kravitz. You have to
Yeah, I saw the
fucking-
Pfeiffer one. I don't know if I seen Hathaway.
Yo,
Dude,
Hathaway was
Pfeiffer,
all right.
that's
bro.
a hard
I
that's a
know
hard
that.
comparison to make because Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman is like that's top tier. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
What
that's
about
yeah.
Halle B? We're forgetting about Halle B.
Oh,
that
yeah,
fucking
she was
movie.
a fantastic
That
one.
movie
Yeah.
sucked, but she was fucking dude.
That the Hathaway scene in the Dark Knight Returns or Dark Knight Rises, she walks up to Bruce Wayne when they meet and she goes, "There's a storm coming, Mr. Wayne." And whenever me and my brother were like drinking and shit and like got like way too hammered, and, like I feel like I was gonna throw up, like I would look at him and I'd be like, "There's a storm coming." So reference, but I always make it from that fucking movie.
Yeah, no, it's a great reference, but you know, it is what it is. Nice. So very cool. So Batman was good. Shout out, 2 thumbs up from Lasmeeshma and Lyn Dub. We should do something like that, like a movie rating. How would you guys rate it? Like 2 boners? Would you give
that's
it
a
2
9
boners?
out of 10. That's a 9 out of 10. It's up there.
Really?
It's
I
definitely
really
up
liked
there.
it.
Yeah.
Did you ever
I mean,
see
it's long. The only thing I can say about it, and like not like in a terribly negative way, but it is like 2 hours and 56 minutes.
So, I mean, at least I'd rather have that than an hour and 45 and have there be a fucking half a movie with a sequel that you're just dying for that ends up being shit. Did they set it up for a sequel?
Absolutely.
Clearly, J
But-
Dub was jacking off on the way out, talking
But-
about he'd suck another man off to watch the sequel right now.
But like it's still like they didn't like they set it up for a sequel, but they still
Yeah.
had some storyline. Like they didn't leave you like wanting like
No, no, no.
hanging, right?
No, that movie was resolved, and then like
They set
always, they tease at like the next movie coming.
Issue.
Very
you know?
nice. Very fucking nice. Love it. Nice, dude. Good. I mean, wow. I mean, dude, that movie, how long that trailer came out, 2 weeks later, pandemic hit, and then 2 years later, that movie's
know.
released.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, you know? But nice, man. Good. Glad to hear it was a hit. I mean, you know, maybe I'll fucking see it one day. Who the hell knows? But so how would we grade it? So, okay. So, did you ever see Portnoy do the pizza reviews? Dave Portnoy? So
Yes.
he has it. He says, he's like, nothing can be a 10 out of 10 because, you know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah,
can
there's
never be
nowhere to go.
perfect because you never know, like, the next one you see could be better or whatever. Right. So, honest opinion, how do you want to rate these? Do you want
Well, you have to
stars? Do you want
baseline. So
numbers?
if
what
you
do
use the same metric, you have to baseline good movies. Then, like, what's the
Mhm.
Godfather on this scale?
Use it
What
like you
is-
would do the other. Use
The
it like
Godfather
the
would be
pizza
like
thing,
a
6-8.
9.6 or like a 9 points. It would be
to
up
you?
there.
I'm not a
Yeah.
you know. I mean,
It is
it's,
my
it
opinion.
is it is whoever's opinion. Some people don't love The Godfather. I love it personally, but like, what would you rank higher, The Godfather or Goodfellas?
It's not even close.
The
Goodfellas
Godfather.
is so
Yeah,
much further
Goodfellas,
ahead of.
yeah.
What would you
Godfather for me.
What would you rate better, The Godfather or The Godfather Part 2?
The first
The
one,
second
so
one
much
kinda
better than the
sucks,
second.
yeah.
The
the
second
second
one
one
is so
sucks.
fucking good.
Second
You're
one's
out of your
Yeah, the
fucking
second
You're an
one is
idiot.
good.
The second
The
one is
second
so
one's
much
better, I
better.
agree.
than
No, it's
fucking
not.
I
That-
agree with J Dub.
That you can start
fucking
asking
whore.
people. You can start asking guests that because you're an idiot.
Yeah,
The first one's
you're-
so
yeah, I
much
agree.
better. And
So,
I've gone
you're
rants
out of
about
your
the people.
fucking
They're
that say
both
the second
very
one's better
good. They're
are
both
fucking
very
jerk
good.
offs, yo. If you like the
You're
second
out
one
of
better,
your
fuck you.
No,
That's
you
right.
Fucking cock smoking ass
Fucking
pirate.
Superman,
You son
fucking
of a
watching
fucking
Marlon
bitch.
Brando, watch a
Yeah,
grown man
yeah.
fucking horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm even
Yeah.
excited about.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, you son of a bitch.
First one,
Yeah.
But you get a horse head in the beginning. He gets beat
Hell
up by
yeah.
a fucking cop.
You get
Spoilers,
Luca
by the way.
Brasi. You get
Yeah.
to see the
Luca
disappointment in
Brassi's in
Marlon
the movie for
Brando's
5
eyes
fucking
when
minutes.
he finds out that Michael joined the family when he never wanted that. You see the pain in his eyes.
The meeting of the 5
I
families.
never
eh.
wanted this for you.
And when he goes back to Sicily, you know, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
When he goes back to Sicily, it's great. Then he gets revenge on the guy for killing his father at the end, and he fucking
Yeah, the
cuts
second
him open.
movie
He
was
cuts him like a
great.
fucking pig.
Yeah,
After he kills the
Robert.
guy in the alley, you see
It's some
fucking,
shitty village.
you see fucking Vito take control and join the mob. You see him and fucking Gatto steal the carpet for the first time. You see fucking Fredo, I'm smart. Look at me, Mikey, I'm smart. Right? Like, fuck you. You're a fucking whore. You know that?
So you're right. The Godfather 1 and 2 have to be like 9.4,
Oh.
9.5, and then he's
That's
right.
the new
Goodfellas
fucking
has
question.
to be Goodfellas has to be 9.6 because
Yeah.
it is better than both of those movies.
Where would you rate Braveheart?
Braveheart is like a
That's in the
9.3.
nines.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Braveheart
joint's
is
awesome.
up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Braveheart's
Hell
a
yeah.
9.3.
Then where
Hell
do you
yeah.
rate a movie like Ace Ventura, the first one?
Oh my
That's
god.
an
Like
8.6 for like a
What
comedy
about okay?
scale.
What about
Eight's
Good?
it,
Or,
like-
no, or what about Step Brothers then? Step Brothers. Is
Okay, so
fucking
are we
incredible.
doing just compared to comedies or like? Because see, that's where it kind of like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying comedies are like not movies, but it's
It's a different genre. You
It's a
can't
different-
compare it. You can't
What you
like
Don't
find
care about
funny-
the actual
Step,
show.
Step, Step Brothers isn't The Godfather.
Yeah,
but
I
Step
can't
Brothers
compare
as
the
a
two.
comedy.
Yeah.
Step Brothers
Yes.
is in comparison to other comedies. It's the
Is
fucking
like
it's,
Cream of
it's
the crop.
incredible.
yeah.
Has there been a funnier?
Dirty
movie than
Work is
Step
cream of the
Brothers?
crop, dude.
Oh,
Dirty Work is one of the
up
best
there.
Beer
fucking
League.
comedy
Have you ever
movies ever
seen
made.
Beer League?
Yeah, Beer League is
League's
good.
Dude, Beer League, and then what's the other beer one? Beer Fest. Loved Beer
Your
Fest.
Fest is a good
With
movie.
the Super Troopers dudes.
Yeah.
It's so good,
But
right?
Super Troopers, I thought was better than
Super
Beer.
Troopers.
The very
Out-
beginning of Super
you know?
Troopers is insane. The first
Yeah.
like that 5 minutes
Oh
scene they're in
my
the cop
god,
car
bro!
is fucking awesome.
But even, dude, you know what's a sleeper great comedy? Super Bad, right? Like
Mhm.
no
Yeah.
one brings up Super Bad, but Super Bad, like McLovin,
awesome.
fucking McLovin took over the fucking world. That dude, you know. But yeah,
The outtakes in
Models
Dirty
was
Work.
good.
Role Models is so good. What were you gonna say, Justin?
The outtakes in Dirty Work is funnier than most comedy movies.
Mhm.
Don Rickles and like
Mhm.
the Don Rickles scene's the funniest fucking thing ever.
Nice.
Now listen, I haven't been to many movies, but the one I laughed at the hardest by far isn't even close. When I was a kid, through my whole life, was definitely the first time I saw Dumb and Dumber. I laughed
Oh,
harder at Dumb and
yeah.
Dumber than anything else.
bro.
That's
When he hit the
true.
bitch
For
with the
comedies-
snowball, I fucking couldn't breathe. When he hit the bitch with the snowball, I couldn't breathe.
No, you're right. As far as comedies go, like Dumb and Dumber is like above
Ah,
a 9,
way-
like a
it's
9.5,
way up there.
9.6. It's
Like,
so
it is-
ridiculous.
it
But
is
it
close to
changed
the
the
top.
game.
And
Right?
in quotability, like its quotability. Like
Oh.
I know a kid who all the time like looks at people and goes, "It's a cardigan."
Yeah, thanks
It's
for
like,
asking, bitch.
it's so fucking
Dude, what
stupid.
about
like,
dude the one where it's like we landed on the moon?
Yeah, when he's in the bar and he sees the dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
you ever
that
walk
movie
into a
like
room and
stands
be
the
like,
test of time too.
Oh
It's
my
so
That
God.
John
good.
Denver's,
We
that John
landed on
Denver's
the
full of
moon.
shit.
I say
Yeah.
that all the time.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
Dude, we've quoted it on the show. Samsonite. How many times we fucking said Samsonite?
Slippy,
Ah,
slimy,
close.
slimy.
What I say?
Dude, they owe Samsonite owes them some fucking royalties money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The one of the best moments in any film is, you mean to tell me this whole time that you had another pair of gloves? I'm gonna fucking kill you.
He says his hands are sweaty. He's like, my hands are
Yeah.
sweaty.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go. My hands are starting to
Takes them
sweat.
off. I'm like,
So
oh, yeah.
fucked up.
So good. Absolutely.
This
Yeah.
hog gets 50 miles to the gallon, bitch. Just when I thought you were done, you come back and totally redeem yourself. Fool's got
Yeah, he trades a
fucking
van
mini
for a
bike.
little 50. Yeah.
Idiot.
Our scale is wild, but I'll put that Batman somewhere in the 8s for sure. Like, I really fucking enjoyed it.
Would
I
you
put it at
well,
an even 9.
where would
yeah.
you put Dark Knight?
Dark Knight's
Same,
really good.
an even 9.
Yeah.
And even 9.
That's why I say they're on par with each other.
It's a
to me.
rookie score.
They're like the same.
Yeah, that fucking Portnoy fucking there you go. This guy watches it. No,
He watches.
he watches. Nice. Dude, the one more dumb and everything. The one line I use, I'll yell it to my wife sometimes. I'll just be like, "Goodbye, my love." And she's like, "Go fucking kill yourself." You know, she hates it. But either way, it's the best. So nice. Okay. So like we said, the Batman movie, we're giving it, okay, we'll start to rate that kind of shit on here. So what is this, Liam, what are you rating the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson? Go ahead.
A 9.0. That's fine.
9.0.
Yeah. If like Goodfellas and all that stuff and all those movies are like 9.5, 9.6, 9.7, then yeah, that Batman would be like an even 9.
Where
It's
do you-
it's top tier, but it's not, you know what I mean?
Where do you
It's
rate
not as high as
Endgame?
those.
Where do you rate Endgame?
Endgame's like a 9.5. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
movie's as far as
That's
comic
so
movies go.
fucking
I mean, that
incredible.
is
Yeah.
cream of the crop. You know?
Yeah, it's the best. I mean, it has to be the best. Lyn Dub, your thoughts on the rating for Batman with Robert Pattinson?
I give it an 8.7.
Okay. And then how do you guys feel about Robert Pattinson as Batman?
I like My Chemical Romance, Bruce Wayne.
Mike Emerald. Little
I
Mike
fuck with it.
Emerald. Dude, I'll tell you, that dude, the lead singer from Mike Emerald, he
Gerald
wrote
Way?
that.
Gerald
yeah,
Way.
didn't he write Umbrella Academy? Isn't that
Yeah.
right? That's fucking,
Yeah.
that show is great. Love that.
It's just
fucking
fantastic.
Show's so good. Yeah. And then how
He
many
wrote
times,
the comic.
he wrote
Yeah,
the whole
him
gimmick.
and I forget the guy who
They
draws
made a
it.
comic
But yeah.
out of that?
It was
Yeah, that's what
originally
it's
a
from.
comic, and then it became a TV show.
How about
But I
it?
never read it. So I
Dope.
saw the show. It was good.
Show is so
I've
good.
never read the book.
5.
It's weird.
Fucking 5.
Yeah, 5s.
Shout out 5. But there's dude, if you like that show, there's another show. It's a British show called Misfits, and the same dude,
I know. I've seen all Misfits.
Misfits is absolutely dude. Fucking
Misfits is
Ramsay
good.
Bolton was in it. He crushes it in there. There's a bunch of Game of Thrones, but the same dude that plays what's the guy that Hans whatever in Umbrella Academy, he's one of the main characters in Misfits, and he kills it.
Yeah, he's great in Misfits.
Yeah.
He's the best character in Misfits. He's probably why that show got so popular the first season or 2 seasons he
Who
was
is it?
in.
the
Hans?
dude, the guy that he can see dead people.
Oh, why can't I think of his name either?
I
Now?
think it's Franz, right? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, his name
Yeah.
is.
But okay, and then so would you say Pattinson for now? And I know it's his first shot at Batman, but you liked what he did.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And where are you rating Kravitz on the Catwoman scale?
Yeah, Maddie. I'm back.
She's 2 because I can't put her above.
Pfeiffer?
Like if I had to rate them 1, 2, 3, 4, like Pfeiffer has to be number 1.
Yeah,
She has.
I
She
love
has to be
Michelle
number
Pfeiffer.
1
I-
She
because
fucking
the
crushed it.
suit, the way she
I
played.
love the
like,
transition too, from
Yeah.
being like a nerd. Like,
Yes,
dude, that was so
yes.
fucking hot.
She's-
Not even that.
she's
Arr.
like that talented of an actress too,
Yeah,
and she just crushed that role. And
Crushed.
just
My
Yeah.
judgment is blurred, but I saw Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface as a young child, and I was like, that's the most beautiful woman I'll ever see.
You remember her
fuck?
fucking name? It's a famous line. You remember her name?
What the fuck is her name?
Sounds like a bird.
What is it?
Hancock. And
uh,
he's dancing with her on the dance floor. He's like, "What's your name?" She's like, "Hancock." And he's like, "Hancock sounds like a bird." And he's like, "Where are you from?" That's what she says. Baltimore. And he goes, Baltimore? And sounds like a complete fucking idiot. And she's like, stop talking to me. And she calls him like a fucking dirty immigrant. He's like, I'm a political refugee. Don't fucking go. He's all fucking gangster and shit. He's
God,
Elvira Hancock.
Elvira.
Hancock. Sound like a bird.
What would you rate Scarface?
That was his fucking.
Yeah. Steve, what are you rating Scarface?
That's a 9-9.
Yeah, Scarface is
Probably my
very
favorite
good.
movie of all time. It's up there.
Really?
It's top 3 of my favorite movies of all time.
Scarface has to be 9.
And remember,
yeah,
what a lot of people don't remember, and of course we didn't know because we weren't alive, but it was a humongous flop at the box office. Scarface did not do well, and now it's like one of the most cult classic movies on the planet. And it was
that's crazy.
And once,
Dude,
my dad was
almost-
saying, like, once it came out, he remembers all like everybody talking about the chainsaw scene, right? Where he
Yeah.
cuts up the bull right in front of Scarface's cousin.
Genius
So,
filming. Genius.
So he's like, next thing you know, more people were like, dude, I got to see this fucking scene. Like, what do you mean? Because back then, it wasn't like that. You weren't just on TV seeing wild shit all the time.
Yeah. Dude, but it was genius because they never show the guy getting cut. It's Pacino's face.
Just blood
the blood.
spraying all over fucking.
So, like, but it's the same thing, like that type of genius, right? Like, that's like, you didn't need it. The acting was there and the imagery was there. Like, you never need to see the guy getting cut, but they nailed it.
For all I know, he had my friend Angel Hernandez killed. Fuck that piece of shit. When the bull's hanging from the helicopter, he's talking about the guy with the chainsaw. That was Angel Hernandez.
Yeah. Dude, you know something else crazy? Did you ever, so Jaws, you know how they had like the big mechanical shark, right? They couldn't get it to swim right. They couldn't get it to swim right for like forever. And it's like they're wasting so much money on this like big mechanical shark. Eventually what they did is they put like a buoy, right? They tied a fin to the buoy and put a rope onto the back of the boat, right? So when they were going, it looked like the shark was in the water. And that's the fin sticking out of the water is just that. Like the trick, like the camera tricks like that, to me, that's fucking genius. Right.
And we were just watching the shit they got away with back then. Like, again, I'm not huge in the movies. We know this, but like some of the classics, when they're on, we'll check them out. I was at Thomas's. We're fucking around on the TV. We see the original Bad News Bears, right? The one with
so
Dennis the Menace. What's that guy's name?
Walter Matthau.
Walter Matthau.
Yeah.
So
incredible performance.
At one point, he gets mad at the little girl and takes his beer and throws beer in the 10-year-old's face. For being a little bitch talking back. He throws his whole. I was like, oh, can you imagine that nowadays with all like the soy boys and this fucking culture we live? I mean, it was. I might as well be a Neanderthal. And I was like, oh, you can't throw beer in the fucking kid's face. What the fuck am I watching?
One of the most incredible parts of that movie. He pulls up. The sun getting cracked, right? Like
just drops the ball and walks off.
Yeah, but dude, the when he pulls up to the ballpark for the first time for the first practice, he gets a can of beer, opens up the can of beer, dumps some of it out, and then pours in the booze because he knows. Right, because that's what that's fucking genius. Because you wouldn't, if you're used to drinking whiskey in your beer, you don't want just the beer. You want the fucking whiskey in the beer first.
He wants the shot on the top.
Exactly. It's fucking exactly. That's fucking genius. Also,
or that's a true alcoholic. But I hear you.
But the acting was fucked. Like, for him to know that,
spot on.
Right, him to know that, like that's fucking genius, right? And then like, dude, the kid Tanner. The shit he got away with saying. Oh, bro.
Me and Tommy the whole time now, we were both high as shit. But the whole time we're like, when I saw, it was already like, dude, this is wild. Then he just chucked the beer in the girl's face. And the girl was like, did he just fucking do that? Did you just throw I'm fucking 10. Yeah. You can't throw a beer in my face, you old creepy fuck.
He was letting them drink after they lose the game.
He would drink beers.
Also, biggest badass ever, Kelly Leak. Biggest fucking badass there is. Oh my god, dude. I wanted to be Kelly Leak so bad. That guy was the fucking biggest gangster. Ends up being Jackie Earle Haley, who's a fucking incredible actor, Academy Award winner. So yeah. Nice. Have either of you guys seen the Watchmen show on HBO?
Yes. Yeah. Very good.
God.
No, real good.
Great.
Yes,
so
it is very good.
What's my boy's name? The dude who gets banned to the other planet.
Jeremy Irons.
Yeah, what's his character's name? Ozymandias.
Yeah,
he's so the man. Yeah,
so good. That movie, that show was fantastic, really good. But what? Oh, God! I just started watching the show today. Did you see the show Winning Time that they've come out with on HBO? It's the story of the rise of the LA Lakers.
Oh, I watched the first episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
I want to see that. Yeah, I saw
it's pretty
previews
cool,
for it. I haven't
dude.
seen it yet.
John C. Reilly thus far does a good job, but it's like, dude, I didn't know this. Like this guy, Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers, right? Former owner, right? He sold, like, he
traded the
owned-
Chrysler building.
Dude, he owned the Chrysler building and a couple other things, and traded all of that, and then had to borrow money
Lakers.
from his ex-wife and all this stuff to get the Lakers, to get Magic. I wonder if too, I'm not trying to ruin anything, but that Norm Nixon story, when at the party where he with Norm Nixon, where he played basketball with him. I wonder if
beat
that's
Magic.
a true story.
Sorry.
Spoiler.
People did not beat
love it.
Magic. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that doesn't sound like a rings true.
I mean, but I wonder if Magic would let them do that then, if right?
Remember, like they always say, all these fucking, and whenever you watch a documentary or anything like this, there is a narrative to these fucking things, the way the story's told. Like everyone you see, anyone could make a, almost an opposite film from their point of view. So the narrative is, it's Magic Johnson.
Yeah, but
not only is he gonna beat you, he gonna fuck your girlfriend too. He gonna fuck your girlfriend.
but like at the time though, the characters are like, Magic was a 19-year-old kid, 20-year-old kid, right?
When you say kid, do you mean 6'9" beast?
But
that
he was,
Yeah,
but
right.
no, but
already?
it's not like he lost to some chump. He lost to the starting point guard for the Lakers at the time.
I know.
I'm just saying it's
Magic.
But it's not
No
unbelievable.
one knows that guy, right?
It's
To
not
me it
like
is.
it's
To me it is.
unbelievable.
To me, it is.
Well, I'm
Because
just saying,
a no-name
I would
player,
love to know if it wasn't a no-name. The guy was like a star in the NBA at the time.
Again, so starter, no problem. But 19-year-old LeBron, you ain't seeing Delonte West come up and be like, I beat him at a fucking house party one time. You'd be like, no, you fucking didn't. Shut up.
I mean, but you could see like a Paul Pierce do it when 19-year-old LeBron.
Well, we believed Delonte West when he said he had sex with LeBron's mom.
Here's the problem.
We know he fucking did. We fucking know he did. All right.
Delonte.
Shout out to Delonte West. Finish
and then he went off the rails.
Have a fucking
or he was doing rails. One or the other.
Yeah,
he was
probably
on.
both.
Yeah, shout out to smoking crack.
Yeah. Shout out Delonte West. But either way,
shout out mental health.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love.
Fan of the show.
If the story's true or not. But yeah, I would love to hear if that is like. I would love to hear from Magic to be like, God, that's bullshit. I whooped his ass.
Know what else I would like to hear? I would like to hear Magic. Did you ever see some of those old interviews where he's like, yeah, I fucked 7 girls at one time because it was their fantasy. He's probably like, no, yeah, he beat me. And then I fucked his wife.
Yeah.
And his sister. They're probably like, oh, well, Magic won. Magic wins.
Yeah. Apparently,
AIDS couldn't beat fucking Magic. You think this bull beat Magic? AIDS couldn't beat Magic. How dare you?
Dude, the
fucking Magic.
Larry Bird beat him.
AIDS didn't beat Magic.
Magic beat Larry in the end.
He said, you need what? Condoms? Suck it. Watch this. Bring it, AIDS.
You ever seen the South Park where they find out that Magic's just been grinding on money and injecting it into himself?
Yeah, it's the
cure for
best
AIDS.
one.
It's just money.
Yeah.
South Park is so on point, dude.
So on point.
So on
Fucking
point.
true.
Because if I
With
had
everything.
AIDS, I would have been dead in a week. But when you're Magic, you stay alive, and it's not that big of a deal.
Dude,
Remember, and then they put the money next to the. Sorry,
Go
guys.
ahead, Liam. Go.
No, that's what I was saying. When they like slide the money next to the virus, it starts dying, and when they pull the money away, it like builds.
His
back
meter
up
goes
again.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, dude, but that's just some of the perfect shit that they can do that point out like real shit. That's so
That
true.
real
though.
shit. Oh, the most true.
Yeah.
The most true.
Dude,
Why it's so
pharma.
funny.
Yeah. Dude, but farmers, I mean, let's not get into that because I'll go down a dark
First
road.
responders showing up to a thing. They're like, he's still breathing. They're like, yo, he donates his organs and it says he's the same blood type as Magic. They're like, hold his nose. Hold his nose. We need Magic to get a triple double. Hold that pussy's nose.
Christopher.
And he's got $12 in
Go
his bank account.
Montesanti.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh man. So yeah, the Winning Time is the name of the show. First episode has been released. It was really good. Also, there was a 30 for 30 I watched recently about the tuck rule. right? Like when Brady against the Raiders, like
Raiders got screwed. They screwed poor Chucky, yo.
Bro.
Yeah, they did. They really
Screwed
did.
Chucky.
Bro,
They really did.
It was the documentary is Brady and Charles Woodson. They were former teammates at Michigan.
Yes. Yep.
Right. And then
Former teammates, but couldn't be more opposite. One was the Heisman Trophy winner as a fucking defensive player.
Yeah.
The last defensive player to ever win a Heisman Trophy.
Do you know who he beat out for the Heisman too?
So that year was what, 80? Was it
90, 97, maybe 97, 98?
No, it had to be before then. Well, 96 was it Kajana Carter?
No, he beat out Charles Woodson, beat out Peyton Manning and Randy Moss.
Peyton. I remember Peyton.
Randy fucking Moss.
Which again, Moss's big thing was they didn't play big schools. So you had crazy numbers, but you played at fucking a small school. So you don't play like big teams. That was his.
He got Chad Pennington drafted real high.
Yeah, he did. Sure did. Sure did.
Randy Moss made Chad Pennington look really good.
Sure
but dude, Chad had some good years and Jets
he did.
And stuff. Yeah.
He was a legit starter.
Yeah, shout out, fan show, listener show. And he always had the Patriots number for some reason. He would always split with them, even on bad teams. But okay. So yeah, but the tuck rule, dude, just seeing Brady and Charles Woodson so it's them too. They watched the game and watched the play and they're like going over the stories. It was really good. And those two just like arguing about it. It was like they fucking like Brady, they're like getting heated, but trying to stay Charles Woodson's like so fucking mad. And Brady's like, it is what it is. I mean, we ended up winning the Super Bowl, whatever.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, of course he doesn't care.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, no, fucking if you could check it out, it was really, really good. But Brady does explain it like this, right? He told Woodson, he's like, he held the ball like this, and he said Woodson hit the ball. Woodson smacks out his hand. Then he holds it next to his body, tells Woodson hit the ball. Woodson fucking is like, can't hit it out. So he's like, that's what it was. And I'm just like, oh man,
stop it.
Brady.
Yeah, stop it.
I don't fucking know. I mean, but they showed the replay. Dude, Belichick's the whole time.
A fumble.
Belichick's like, it's a great rule. It's a great rule. I don't know what anyone's talking about. It's a great rule.
It's the best rule.
It's a great rule. That was a great ruling. Great job by the way.
Now listen, I'm ready for my viewing recommendation. Right? I don't watch much. But this was fantastic, and I'm sure you guys all see it because you guys see everything or some shit. I don't know. The Tinder swindler. How
was good?
Please tell me you watched this.
What is that?
That guy's a
hero.
hero.
My God, Matt. There's something about it's a Tinder thing, right? And this guy swindled ladies out of. He would first like meet him and he would take him on like a private jet, right? Fly him to like fucking Mykonos. They'd have a weekend on like. Or the Maldives, or he's in some fucking island. You're there for a couple days. You meet him on Tinder. Then he fucking bounces you back. Is like acting like he's your boyfriend for like, you go back and forth 6 months, maybe a year, blah, blah, blah. And this guy's traveling all over Europe because he's some big special rich guy, right? He is part of like a diamond thing from Israel, which really he's just Israeli, has no fucking affiliation to this shit.
And that's not the reason they're talking to him.
And yeah, they're talking to him. He's super rich and flies him all over the world, right? So then he'll call him up with that fucking Middle East. There's nothing better than the Middle Eastern accent when there's like a fucking bad guy, right? He calls up and he's like, I need a favor. I need you to send me $30,000 cash. And she's like, what do you mean? I don't have $30,000. And he's like, my enemies, they're coming for me. My enemies, I will die. She's like, all right, I'll get the fucking 30 grand. So she takes out like a fucking quick loan, fucking forwards it to him, right? And then he'll get her to do this like a couple of them, like a couple times, right? So the one bitch was down in debt $250,000. She took out $250K in loans. And at the end, this bull then like halfway through it, right? She's like, I'm down $90K in loans. Like it's already 1 month. They're asking for their money. What's the deal? And he'll like send them a banker's deposit receipt that'll say like he forwarded $250,000 into her account. And she's like, you only owed me fucking 90. You're giving me 250. They're like, oh my God, he's the best guy ever. And then that buys him like 2 more weeks. And in the meantime, he's like, send me another 30K, bitch.
Yeah.
And she gets on there and bang, and he does this over and over. And eventually the girls go, what is happening? And he's like, I tried to give you the money. And he like turns it, flips it on them. And now he's like yelling at them and they're all set and he disappears. And they are now on the hook for $100 grand in fucking random loans that this fucking Israeli guy just swindled him out of. And now,
were
million
these,
dollars.
Like, good looking chicks or dogs?
No, they were all right. I'd fuck most of them.
Sure.
So
he was a good looking guy. He was like in shape, good looking Israeli guy, like clean cut.
How is he
balling.
How is he
Dog was
affording the plane rides in the
Because
first
he's using
place?
he's obviously had a little bit of bread to start it, right?
Okay.
And then he's been living for the last 5 years off of the next girl, the next victim,
Yep.
the next victim. So he was literally, one girl was like, that was a
Yo.
friend, that he even swindled a girl he didn't fuck. He swindled a girl that he acted like her
And he
friend. Like
fucks all of them.
most of them.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. The one girl fucked him the first date. She was like, he got me on a private jet and we meet on a Tinder date for coffee. And he's like, I have a business meeting in Rome. You want to come? She's like, what do you mean? I just fucking met you. He's like, I have private jet. You come with me. She's like, holy
And
fuck.
all they see is the money. Dude.
Next thing you know, they're in the fucking Marriott in Rome, and there's like the Bentleys are picking him up for like taking him to dinners and the best restaurants. He's spending all this bread. The one bitch was pretty sure, she was like, when he took her, this is only a friend that he swindled too, and a girl he was swindling. And she said when they went to Mykonos and Greece, in 3 days he at least probably spent 40 to 50 grand on everybody, like in the clubs, the private planes, the Bentley cars back and forth, the dinners, the hotels. Easily spent 50 grand in fucking 4 days. And then you just hit some bitch on the Tinder and say, my enemies are after me. You must give me money. And
Because that's all they see, though.
And
Is
he
the
said
money.
he would have
All they...
I know he had a full gimme. He had a bodyguard, like a big meathead that was his bodyguard. So it really did look like he was part of like a rich family, a business partner, right? And
they were all just like playing the game.
Yes. And even at one point, he would send these videos, and his fucking his bouncer would have this big cut on his head. His name was Peter. He's like, and all you would hear is a 2-second excerpt of like all this chaos and him yell, Peter's down. And they would show like a fucking picture would come through on his phone, and the dude's got a big dent in his head and he's bleeding and shit. And then he'll send a picture of him and he's got like a knot on his forehead. And then the next one will come through and he's like, blood everywhere. And then it just cuts off the voices. And these girls would get freaked out and send them bread. It is insane, because in the beginning I was like, that's what you get, you stupid fucking bitches. And then as I started to see that this literally ruined their lives, I was like, the one girl was completely in tears towards the end. And it's like, I'm still, this was 5 years ago. I'm still paying my loans off. Like, you have no fucking idea. No one helped me with this. Like, this show's going to help a little bit, and I'm going to get some money from Netflix and shit. But like, no, I'm still in major debt. And the best one's the girl at the, not to spoil it, but the best girl, one of them at the end, she was like, she realized while this is coming out, he's becoming a swindler, right? So people are putting him all over social media, on Wikipedia. So now you know this guy's face is on it. But if you meet this guy on Tinder, he's going to steal your bread, right? So this girl goes, I saw it, and he was still working me. So I was like, you know what? I've already given this guy like 40K at this point. She's already 40K deep, right? Yeah. She's like, no, she's not going to get the bread back. So she's like, this dude's wardrobe, and I'm in the fashion industry, was one of the most impressive wardrobes I've ever seen in my life. Like his fucking shirts and everything's Gucci, fucking Saint Laurent, everything is the top of the line, right? So she goes and says, hey, for money, I could sell some of your clothes. So this fool gives her, she said she went over there and packed up 4 giant suitcases of just and again, she's in the fashion industry, so she knows. Grabbed all the most expensive shit, put it in these things, and he kept calling her, and he would start to call her all polite at first, right? You know how shit gets escalated. This is the best part. You see it building. He calls and he's like, baby, where's my money? She's like, I'm still selling it. Not a lot's going off. A week later, he's like, baby, I need the money. And she's like, I'm trying. Week 3, he's like, give me my fucking money, cunt. She's like, what the fuck? How did this go from like, 3 miles an hour to 110 that quick? And then she's like, you're not getting it back because I'm selling all your shit. And she sold all his clothes to get her money back.
Oh, good.
She was the only real gangster. Shout out to that
her.
bitch. That bitch was a gangster at the end. And she's laughing the whole time. She's like playing the voicemails, and all you hear is in that Israeli, like fucking Middle Eastern voice. It sounds like the guys from Taken. He's like, you fucking dumb bitch. You want to be an enemy, you dumb bitch. Oh, it's hilarious.
Do you know the nationality of the?
Weren't they Turkish?
Nope.
Armenian.
In Taken, the villains, the nationality of the villains that were.
Hold on. They're from Tripoli, which is they're from Tripoli, right?
No, they were.
Is that where they went?
They were
Albanians. Oh yeah, they were.
Albanians.
Is Tripoli in Albania?
Is
it Tripoli in Albania?
I think Tripoli is in Italy. I don't know, but
no,
I don't think Tripoli might be in Greece.
Because that's where he went to go, and remember it was whatever from Tripoli was the guy's name.
It could be. I mean,
and he was an Albanian. See, I'm telling you,
they're close.
In Albania,
they're close. But either way, tried putting that movie on at like a dinner and
Didn't go over too well.
No.
Yeah, didn't go over too well in that house. Huh?
Taking.
Eastern European name.
Get back to the basement, you fuck. Back, no shower for you. Get in the fucking basement.
Yeah, Taken and War Dogs, not hits.
Yeah. I
They
bet.
misrepresent the culture. I will say that.
Tripoli is in Libya.
Libya. Shout out Libya. Fan of the show.
We were close.
Montes,
We were close. Just missed.
Tripoli.
Oh, it's Halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Yeah, great song. Yeah, very nice. Shout out to Marine Corps. Fan of the show.
Shout out to
That's my show.
Twinder Swindler, whatever he is now.
So and that show's on Netflix, you said?
Yes, it's
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah, it is good.
Fantastic.
Nice.
I was in
A
tears.
lot of the documentaries on Netflix are good.
Are
They
fantastic.
do.
Yeah,
They
they
do
are.
really good documentaries, dude.
They do. And I just saw for you guys. Remember we went over a lot of you guys saw the 14 Peaks. That was a while ago, right? Where those like a bunch of not Himalayan. What are the fucking what are the Sherpas from? That always go to the
Nepal.
Nepal, yeah.
The Nepalese. So these Nepalese motherfuckers wanted to show that they were the best guy. Because every time, like you said, you see people ascent Everest, and it's like these white people from fucking France and Germany doing white people shit. Like nobody
My
else wants
sister
to climb
did
the
it.
tallest mountain. I know, white people shit, right?
Yeah,
So they have the
totally.
fucking gas mask, the tank, all this shit. Then you look over, and the Sherpa's like ripping a heater. He's got no
Yeah.
tank and all your
Nice.
equipment on. He's not even sweating. He was like, y'all suck at this climbing shit, right? So these guys held all these records, and he was like, we're gonna go to the 14 highest peaks in the world, which are all in the Himalayas. And he's like, and we're gonna bang all these out. The closest guy ever to do all 14 peaks, it took him 7 years, right? Well, this guy Nims and his team did it in fucking under a year. They did all 14 peaks, right?
Damn.
And no, like soldiers, all fucking 2 of them were special forces for like the Burma guys or whatever it is in Nepal, like fucking real ones, right? So these guys go up and they do all this. Well, the guy Nims, who is a character in that documentary, was just on Rogan, and it came out today, so I didn't get to listen to it. But the guy's he's the one that, remember we were talking about that. Weren't we talking on here how they took him to a place in Great Britain or in England, and they put him on a monitor, and it was showing his it's like a stress thing, right? So they put ultra marathon runners through it, all this other shit, and the guy, obviously while he's running, was showing that how long does it take before you start to lose oxygen to your brain at certain altitudes when you're working out, right? And all these people would always usually last like a minute. This guy went 3 minutes the whole time, and his was just fucking murking it. And the scientist was like, I have done some of the most ridiculous ultra marathon athletes that have run the Moab 220, or like the most ridiculous athletes on the planet for running and things. And none of them even come close. I've never seen stats like this guy. And he's not an athlete at all. He's just a Sherpa. For some reason, he's like, he has an ability that his body retains oxygen in the blood so much more than any person I've ever met. Like he just, no matter where he's at, he could be on the top.
Just
of the
from
moon.
living there. I guess.
Just from
yeah.
Yep.
Dude,
That's
do you
like
think
evolution,
it's hereditarily? Yeah, exactly. It's the evolution
I
of
agree.
the species. That's fucking awesome.
100%. But it was sick.
Dude, that's
and he's like
great.
looking at the guy again. He was like looking at the guy. He's like barely sweating. And the guy's all like nervous. The scientist like, how the fuck is this guy not dropping dead right now? How is this still where he's like, is this thing on? This on? And the bull's like smoking cigarettes through the gas mask because he don't give a fuck.
That's
not true, but
dude, that's why we need to like
yeah, he
that'd
must
be
have smoked
awesome.
cigarettes.
Like that dude should like that dude's daughter should breed with like Michael Phelps, and they would be like, incredible like lung capacity. And then like
next thing you know, you have a real live mermaid.
Yeah, and then you have like Brock Lesnar breeds with Brienne from Game of Thrones, and you have like the biggest child ever.
Yes.
Like that shit should happen. Right?
Hell
like
yeah.
Elon Musk, make that fucking happen. Right? How hard is it? One pops out an egg, one squirts out some yogurt. Let's put it together and see what we got. And we can call the kid, whatever, Big Harry or whatever the fuck his name is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that shit would be great because, it just evolved the species. So nice. All right. Well, we're coming close to the top of time. Really went well over on this one. But before we get out of here, Lasmeeshma. Anything you want to say to the Lasmeeshinators before we take the fuck off?
No, man. Everybody take it easy.
Take it.
Be good to each other. You never know who's on the other side. You know what I mean? That's after watching that Renzo Gracie episode, and they're talking about the nerd assassins and stuff, man. You're at the bar talking shit. You're at the store, somebody's pissing you off, dude. You never know who you're talking to.
Never. Dude, you are so fucking right. You don't even know. Yeah, nerd assassins. It's a real fucking thing.
They're everywhere.
Yep. Watch out. Shout out Dental Bill, fan of the show, listener of the show. Jalen Dahoob. Anything you want to say to the legions of the Dubinators before we get that?
I just want to say, shout out Guru from Gangstar. It's a very underrated rapper.
Okay.
And,
Oh, yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
I like Liam's sentiment. Be nice to each other.
Right. That old chestnut.
You never know who's a puff boy and who's not.
Yeah. Whoever knows a moron that thinks Godfather 1's better than Godfather 2. That old.
Idiot.
That's the new question then.
So dumb.
Right? Like the thing that's gonna suck is 90% of the people like
They're gonna just say one.
Yeah.
well, no, they're gonna say, "Oh, I've never seen them." We'll be like, well, who the
100%.
fuck are your parents then?
100%.
Huh?
That's what
You know,
they're
like-
Look,
Yeah.
for the record, like I didn't see it until I was like 23 years old.
Okay, but you've
That's
seen
fine.
them. But you've
Yeah.
seen them.
Yeah,
right?
you're at least
like,
raised right so that you sought it out on your
Yeah,
own.
the
Yeah,
young-
like I saw out a ton of shit. Like I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. The youngest person on the show has been 28. So no excuse.
Yeah,
Or the youngest
agreed.
guest on the show has been 28.
Wait,
So,
your
yeah.
cousin's younger than that, right?
Oh, fuck. It was my cousin. She is the youngest. She's 24, but she's seen him. So,
I love you.
yeah. Either way. So, a strong step. Anything you got to say to the Calder Cabot before we get out of here?
I do, and I mean this serious because everybody, you're talking, he's talking, everybody wants to be nice to each other, and sometimes I take it a little far, so I just want to make sure and take this time to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. Suck
Nice.
it. Yeah.
That's so
Double
bad.
chin
Shout
does
out
what he
Connor.
wants.
Shout out.
I was
Connor.
hoping that's where that was going.
Same. Yeah. I was like, he better
To
Conor McGregor the fuck out
absolutely
of this.
fucking nobody.
Yeah.
Best thing.
It's a shame that
The
he beat
great- the
Eddie after he
greatest-
said it.
I know, but that was the greatest ending too, because he was so serious.
Mhm.
He was like, Rogan walks up and he's all, it's a great moment. He's the champ. Remember, beating Eddie made him the champ. So
Yeah.
he's like ready. His mom's in there kissing his head. He grabs the mic all and then drops that fucking gem.
Dude.
And by the way, before you leave, went just like I thought. While you guys were playing with your bat balls or whatever you are by yourselves and fucking shitty ass movies in a theater, jacking off, I was watching Street Jesus get worked by Kobe.
Yeah.
Worked.
Yeah.
Shout out wrestling.
Yeah, dude. Transcends everything. We've said it, and I like a
Got
million
completely out
times.
wrestled.
Dude, wrestling transcends everything. When kids come into the gym and they say they want to fight and all that stuff, I tell them the number one thing you can do is join your high school wrestling team. The
Sure
number
is.
one thing you can do. Nothing is better in high school wrestling. Isn't States this weekend, Steve?
Sure is. And shout out Will. Will took second. He
He's
tied
going.
1-1.
Nice.
Yeah. He took eighth in the state last year, so he's pretty high up there ranked. I think he was ranked like fourth to the point. But he was wrestling. It was tied 1-1 with the kid that's his little rival. And
Is that the Council Rock kid?
Yeah.
Russian dude?
So, yep. He was a stud too. Shout out that kid. They're good kids. I like those two. Him and his brother are good guys. But at the very end, with like 15 seconds left, he fucking threw a headlock. And Will doesn't throw headlocks. Like you could tell it was just one of those like fatigue,
Desperation.
mental mistake. Yes. Like he wanted to win regionals, and it just he should have went to overtime. He probably would have won, but whatever. Shout out. He's still going to states. Now, because of that loss, he gets put in the bracket where if he wins his first match, he goes against this kid, Condomity from Northampton, who's the number one ranked kid in the country at that weight. It's a concrete kid that's a fucking hammer. So
Hey,
should have won regionals.
stay mentally strong, and he'll be able
Yep.
to make it.
Yep.
You never know. What and so wait, he threw the headlock and
With
missed.
like 15 seconds, missed. And the guy just fucking fell on top of him too.
Yeah.
10 seconds left.
It happens.
Yeah.
Hey, you learn from your mistakes,
And my we might have to cut this. My guys, we had 4 matches, and all 4 combined didn't last a minute and a half. Fuck me.
So you
Fuck
went
me.
all the way out
I got-
to
I drove
Oxford.
the fucking ran through. Remember we were talking
Oh, I
about the
forgot
horse
about that.
shit? I drove through horse shit, right? Because I'm blind as a bat. So I see it and I'm like, the fuck is that in the road? Is that like a paper bag? And I was like, it's just a paper. I was like, oh my God, where the fuck is Jebediah and his shitty ass horse? Because when I roll up on you, Bookie, I'm throwing fucking rocks at your shitty ass wagon. I'm gonna stick a fucking log through your spoke, you fucking asshole.
Tell
Like shit
Jebediah
all
if this
over my
horse
fucking
shits
car.
here one more time.
fucking
Yeah.
asshole.
Tell
Fucking don't shout
Ezekiel.
that fucking asshole. I mean, a huge pile of fucking horse shit all up the side.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeesh.
Fucking Oxford.
Fucking Oxford. Shout out. So, all right. Well, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Lyn Dub, Justin Richardson, Lasmeeshma, Liam Reese, and Schwap Game, Steve Cabot. You can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe. That's it. Just like and subscribe. This has been another episode of the Work Perspectives Podcast Weekend Poppin'. Thanks for listening. Have a good weekend. Thanks. See ya. All right. Hey, good shit, guys. I like that. That was just a nice organic conversation. Really nice.
Mhm.
I wonder
Really nice.
what happened at the El Casa for Bern when all of a sudden I see the thing say
Yo.
Bern left. And I was like, oh, shit hit the fan and Bern
Yeah.
left.
Yeah, Bern was hanging around for a while, and then
Yeah, he was trying.
he left,
And
and
shit
then
hit the fan.
yeah, when you got a fucking brand new 2-month-old infant
Yep.
and a
It's
fucking
9 o'clock.
four-year-old.
Postpartum wife backed up in the
Yeah.
corner, ready to scratch anything that moves.
Yo,
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you, man.
It's a tough time, man.
My wife was cool, but like there's some fucking the postpartum gimmick, especially the postpartum depression. My wife was
So
good,
real.
but that shit is fucking real. I've
So
seen it.
real.
Dude. Like the child's in danger. That shit is
Mhm.
fucking real.
Mhm.
Like, don't even like. That's not like. 'Cause, dude, could you
At
imagine?
the-
Like I've seen it like really bad with some girls, right? And like back in the day, like my grandmother, my dad's mom had 16 kids. 6 of them died.
Wait.
Yeah.
Your dad was one of 16.
So
I mean,
he
with
was-
6 died, but one of 16
6
in
died,
theory.
one
That's
died,
fucking
like,
wild.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
That's
there,
wild,
There was
dude.
this thing called crib death. Have you ever heard of crib death?
Mhm.
Right? 3 of them died from crib death. Right? So imagine you're a fucking mom who's just popping out fucking kids. Right? She had 16, and then like 6 of them would die like right after childbirth or during childbirth. Right? Like, and like the postpartum depression medication was a fucking bottle. They were like, dude, you drink up. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, and she was like, they
Get
died-
wasted, see how it goes.
dude. But like, she was like,
Jesus.
you know, like, could you fucking imagine? Right?
Is this
like,
with the grandpop you didn't know?
I never met any of. No, that's my. Well, like my mom's
'Cause
dad.
That
never
grandpop's
knew.
putting that grandpop. I mean this in the most respectful way. He a pipe layer.
No, dude.
Yeah.
He was
Grandpa
fucking-
laying pipe. Yo,
Yeah,
every time
yeah.
that lady pops a kid out, no breaks.
should-
No breaks. Come here.
Yo, Irish twins was for real in that place.
Hell
But,
yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
dude, there was like it would end up being 10 would grow, right? Like there were 10 that would survive. Dude, I think 2 or 3 died of crib death, and like, you know, it's not like one died of a disease and one died, you know, whatever, and one was stillborn, I think. But either way, imagine like you know, like God, so 6 out of 16 went. So right, like imagine it's like it's a 50-50 chance with having a kid. Like, could you imagine?
I guess when you get
the
pregnant that
postpartum?
many times, dude, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Like it's just
Numbers go up.
especially back then, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like she was probably drinking while pregnant a lot of the time.
Hell
too,
yeah.
You know, especially if she's had like if she's on baby number 11, you know, like
You know
what
what
the
you
fuck?
get away with.
Yeah.
Stop
She's
caring
like,
after.
I just
Stop
can't black
caring
out.
after. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I just got carried away on the last one. That's my
Yeah,
bad. My bad.
yeah,
Number
my-
10, my bad.
Love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chalk
but
that
no,
up to the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they make you sign a waiver when you leave the hospital that you won't shake your kid.
oh, bro.
Will they make you watch that video, which they always laugh at because Renee's one friend said it's the best, and she was a really good person. She's an East Falls girl. She's like, yeah, she has twins. She goes, when I went out of the thing, they played that movie and like about how to not shake your kid and do this. And I looked at him and I was like, I hope you guys know I'm not a fucking moron. Like I'll be fine.
Yeah.
She goes, 3 weeks later, I was like, thank God they showed me that video because I want to shake the shit out of this kid right now. Because the thing that had like it was colic. So it was crying all the time and like going nuts.
God.
She was like, thank God. When I saw that video, I was like, now it makes sense. You know what? That
Oh
video
my
makes
God.
sense.
Dude, I I do not know how a marriage could survive on colic. Like
I was colic for like 18 months with my parents. My mom and dad said it was the worst time they've ever been through in their life.
oh my god.
I don't remember a single part of it.
Oh god, I can't like God bless whoever that like that is some real fucking that is a real test, Dave.
Yeah, shit's
Jesus
no joke.
Christ. Surprised you survived, Steve. Tell you the fucking truth.
So is my dad. He's
Yeah.
like, I don't even know how either of you were alive. I tried to kill her.
Yo.
She tried to kill you. I don't
Yo,
know.
the fucking dude, the crying, like, especially a newborn, there's so much shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally tons of shit, and like trying to get stuff right, especially if it's like the first one, you know, even like anytime. It's so tough. It's so fucking tough, dude. I mean,
From like 2 to 8 months, like Layla was not like good with like sleeping. And just like I remember like nights she would be up like the whole night, you know what I mean? Then I'd be like getting ready to go to work, and like boom, then she passes out right there. Like after, and you just some days you're just so fucking defeated. You're like, I can't believe this is my life right now, yo. Like I can't believe that just fucking happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, you are so 100%
Well,
right.
while we're kind of talking about bad shit and like, you know, there was a little bit of wife beating jokes going in there. While we talk about beating women, Greg Hardy got the shit beat out of him by some Eastern European. Yeah. Take that, Greg Hardy.
You
piece of
hate to
shit.
see it. You hate to see it.
Of shit.
Yeah.
You hope his wife,
game.
his wife on the other side of the ring, just rooting for him.
Fuck him up. I told you ain't shit. You ain't shit, Greg.
Oh, what? So wait, Greg Hardy fought some dude and his wife is married?
No, he was a all-pro in the NFL for the Cowboys. He was a superstar, fucking stud. Went to UFC. But one of the reasons he got thrown out of the league was he had some domestic abuse where he like beat the shit out of his wife.
Yeah.
And, like there was photos of her all lumped the fuck up, not looking good. And this guy is, not only was he in the NFL, which already makes you the freakiest of freaks, he was an all-pro. So he was an outlier amongst the most outliers. You know what I mean? So he went to the UFC. His hands are fantastic. He's picked up boxing so quick. Like his hands are legit. Still can't wrestle for shit. So this fucking Pollock or whatever came out and was like, "Oh, you think you know wrestle?" Bang! Right to the ground he went and just fucked him up. It wasn't first round. Lumped that pussy to death.
What weight is he? Heavyweight?
He's a heavyweight. Yeah. Dude was a defensive lineman in the league.
Oh,
he's fucking enormous. Oh, he's enormous.
Huge.
Yo,
and you know the most shredded guys in the NFL, Chase Young, all the guys, they're all defensive ends. That's that's where you find the biggest, most ripped, mean guy.
Fucking cyborgs, dude.
Yeah, right.
Like
it's fucking ridiculous.
Yo, so speaking of some horrible shit, fucking Cain Velasquez, huh? Fuck, dude.
Dog, and like everybody said, man, like, I mean, he's going to have good legal defense. He's going to do a lot of time, but he's going to have they already have over, like, they were talking on the shop show today. He already has over $250,000 on a GoFundMe for his legal bills, his books. Like, people
Did
just
he go
jumping
after
in
the wrong
immediately.
person?
No, he went after the right person, but that guy's a piece of shit, too. The guy who was molesting his daughter, which he's done, they think hundreds of times. She's only 4.
Yeah,
which is so fucked up.
It was his daughter.
So,
see, the story.
It was Kane's daughter. At first they said it was. First they said yes, it was his daughter. At first they said it was
the wrong
a family member, but it's his daughter. And Kane went to shoot him and accidentally shot his father. But his father is also the piece of shit that bailed his son out. His son's out on bail, and he knows that he's fucking kids.
Cain Velasquez is so upset with you that
the gun is the nicest thing he could have ever done to you.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Every guy was like, I just wish Kane has one of the most unique set of skills the world has ever seen. People still say that were heavyweights like Schaub and them and like Rogan. Prime Kane, no heavyweight ever beats Prime Kane. Kane in his prime was the biggest problem in the heavyweight. Fuck Fedor, forget fucking Stipe. Yep, nobody was like Kane. Nobody.
Yeah. Had a gas tank for days. Awesome.
The most legendary gas tank of any human ever, which you don't even hear of at heavyweight. Like, there's no such thing. You just put a pace on you couldn't fucking. There's no such thing you do,
dude. But
and he shot the guy's dad on accident. He's all fucked up too.
Whatever, man.
You want to sit next to that boy? You might fucking catch shrapnel.
Wait, so did he kill both of them or just?
No, he didn't even shoot the other guy. The other guy's out on bail, so you can fuck kids 100 times, get out on bail, and the guy whose father who tries to shoot you, he gets denied bail. How fucked up is that? That's what everybody keeps saying. So the guy who tried to stand up for his daughter is getting denied bail, but the guy who fucked the kid is out walking the streets right now.
God damn.
The fuck out of here. This
Dude, I
bullshit system.
I told that story to my wife, and I was like, I will kill someone if anyone touches my daughter.
Liam,
Liam,
no doubt in my mind. No doubt.
Like that shit
Dude,
makes me like so upset just to think about. Like it's almost like I fuck like you're almost like, dude, I like it almost cry fucking thinking about that.
I bet.
You know,
Yeah.
like
They get bail and they should get executed.
Yeah.
Dude, if you fuck
There should
with
be
kids,
no fucking
you
tolerance.
should just
Sober.
like
Yeah.
zero
No
tolerance.
tolerance.
You fuck
Velasquez
with
is
kids,
zero
you're
fucking
exterminated,
tolerance.
dude. You're
His-
executed. That's
his-
it,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
His bail got denied probably because the other guy
He's a
is
threat.
still alive, so they
Right.
denied his bail. But like the bailiff or whatever, like just by actually like go like oops and just open the door and look at Velasquez like
Mhm.
Yeah.
he's in there.
Sorry about that. Sorry about
Oops,
that.
I didn't mean to open that. He escaped. He's very.
I
elusive.
remember there's a guy that we don't talk about on the show because he big time the show, but his dad did some time in Jersey City, and he told us a story about when he was doing time there, a pedophile came in and the guards beat him up, stripped him naked, locked him or cuffed him to a chair in his cell and left the cell door open and just let everyone go to town on him,
As they should.
as they fucking should.
When I was in Monaco for the DUI back in the day, this is a long time ago. I'm in Monaco, right? So I'm only in there for 14 days. I'm in the work release. And every guy that's usually when you're at work release, you're either a deadbeat who didn't pay child support,
Yeah.
had a DUI, or
Yeah.
you're getting moved from a state facility and you're doing the very last part of your sentence, right? So like you
Yeah.
stay in state prison for 15 years, then you go to a county for the last 5, or you'll be at Monaco for 2, blah, blah, blah. So one of the old, everybody in there, like, hey, jail rolls, everybody in there knows, everybody's a lawyer. Everybody's a lawyer. They know exactly what your crime fits the time, what your max out could be, what your
Yeah.
statute is. They know
Not
it
a
all,
lot
right?
of time to think about it. Yeah.
All of them know the law better than anyone, right? So this fucking Indian guy that was in one of my blocks came in and was telling them like his story wasn't lining up. So all like, the guy, there's a bunch of Norristown guys in there and they're like sitting around talking and they're like, this fucking guy's telling lies. They're like, what he's saying is his crime doesn't fit what they're saying is his sentence. They're like, something's wrong with his story. Well, this is work release. So people leave a lot, like 70% of that fucking block leaves during the day to go to their job and come back in. So obviously a lot of people have access to the internet out there and you're out in regular life, right? So they're out there doing their thing. Guys come back in. They're like, oh no, yeah, he touched a kid. And this was like day 13 for me when they came in and found out. So I only saw like the last 40 hours of them doing nothing but scheming on how to get this guy in a certain spot where no one's going to be able to get him for a little while. So they can fuck this guy. And I mean, it was as serious as you could ever imagine. Like there was no fucking around. Guys who didn't even like each other were all of a sudden like arm in arm plotting.
Yeah.
I was like, I was this close to going, this is going to sound super fucked up. Can I stay one more day? Can I stay one more day?
I want to see how this plays
I'm
out.
about to miss this shit. I can't believe I'm missing this. I just watched the whole build up and now I got to go.
They should kill
Fuck.
every one of those guys. There should be no tolerance for that.
Yeah.
Zero.
There should be zero fucking tolerance for that.
I don't want to play devil's advocate, but like I think the statistic is like 90% of people who molest people were molested themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
that's why you gotta
yeah.
end it. That's why
Yeah.
I hate to be
You gotta,
brutal, but
you gotta
that's why
stop the
gotta-
fucking,
yeah,
The chain.
break the
I agree.
chain. Then they gotta be executed. Then it has to stop somewhere. You know what I mean?
and there's people that have been molested that haven't. So
Right.
It's a small percentage, but it does exist.
Right.
yes.
Right. And like they
But
said,
for the most part,
there's a huge percentage of people that were offenders that re-offend. Like it's not. There's very few that are like,
there's tons of
you know
people
what?
running
I
around
know
not
it's weird that I
fucking
used to
kids.
bang kids, but I don't need to do it no more. They're like, I guess.
yeah, I don't know, man. That's a tough subject. I
So
mean,
terrible. So terrible.
it's off. But that Cain Velasquez, dude, honestly,
Fucking legend
even if
for
you're
that. He's
the
a fucking
judge,
hero.
even
Yeah.
if you're the judge, you have to know what he did was right.
Well, there was a
Oh,
girl
yeah.
who was being sex trafficked and she killed her captor, and she's still currently in jail.
That's
Yeah.
insane, dude. That is
Well, they-
insane.
What the fuck?
So
Tit for
so
tat
Like, they
Rogan,
were
on this.
prostituting me.
Yeah.
so Rogan and them were talking about the Kane thing. They were saying that their lawyer friends, when they were talking today on the shop thing, they were saying that they just really, the big thing they needed to go to a jury because jury will have sympathy for the actual
Yeah,
case. The
because of
judge, there's no
trial.
room for like really discretion. It's I got to follow what it says. With
Yeah.
a jury, there's actual, human element where he's
Yeah.
like, he needs to make sure this goes to a jury trial
Yeah.
because then
They're trying to make-
he's still going to go to jail for a while, no matter what. It is what it is, but not for a long. Like people are going to, give him a better sentence under
Dude.
these circumstances.
I mean, Yeah, dude, fucking Kane will be okay in jail, I think.
Kane's about to run the MS-13 in jail.
Yo,
They're like,
for
"Hey,
sure.
yo, hey."
They're gonna be like, hey, fill out this application. We want you. Yeah, Damn, man. But yeah, sorry. I mean, dude, that's a tough subject to get on. But fucking, dude,
Yeah.
shout out Cain Velasquez. And honestly, like,
Man.
I'd kill any motherfucker that, dude. I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Liam, you're in the same boat.
Yeah. Well, what was he supposed to
Same
do?
boat.
You know what I mean? What are you
I tell
supposed
my
to
brother all
do?
the time. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if
Yeah.
somebody
I tell my brother all the
molested
time,
my
I don't have
dog, I
no
would
kids.
murder them.
I don't have kids. I don't got to worry about shit. You do, Tone. So like they said, the saddest part you're forgetting is that Kane's daughter, now who was molested, isn't going to have a dad now.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck. I didn't even think of that.
So it's the worst for her. Even though daddy did what he had to do, it's the worst for that poor kid. Because she was molested
Where's the mom?
and her dad's going to get.
How does
Those
she,
moms are dying.
how did she
His
run
wife-
into this?
I forget it. I think they said it was something about a I think it was gymnastics. I could be fucking this up now. It was something like that where this guy's been around them a lot. Like they take her there for like a kinder care or some shit, and they work with stuff and
Fuck.
Yeah.
Christ.
Dude, goddamn. I mean,
And
So
not
fucked
to-
up.
yeah. I mean,
Bold
my
choice too. If you're
Yeah.
gonna molest someone's daughter,
Kane's
don't,
daughter, yo.
don't molest Cain Velasquez's
Jesus
daughters.
Christ.
Good luck with
There's so
that.
many other daughters to
Good
molest.
luck.
Oh my
that,
god.
bro.
Oh my god.
Just saying, if you're gonna
This
molest
motherfucker.
a kid,
This
don't
this
pick the
motherfucker had
UFC
no idea, I
heavyweight
bet.
champion of the world.
Oh my god. Oh
This
my
motherfucker
know,
said,
god.
he's like-
wait. The kid I was touching, who's her dad? Oh my god. Oh.
Egg on my face, you know. And all the
Little
kids
bit.
I had to pick from in that gymnastic class
God.
had to pick the heavyweight champion of the world.
That's what that's called. That's called God. God was like, you want to be a weirdo? I'm gonna send you a weirdo. Watch this
Yeah.
freak that's gonna beat you to death with his bare hands.
You should be allowed to do that. You should be allowed to do that. You should
What
be
do you
trial
think
allowed
by
about that?
combat.
With your bare hands.
1000%.
If
I'm
it
Cain Velasquez, trial by combat.
the parents of the child should be allowed to kill the person.
Have you guys ever heard of mutual combat?
If
So they both can agree.
So there's 2 states that do it. I cannot believe this. One,
Hell
which is
yes.
fantastic. It was of course Texas does it, but
or
is Washington
fucking Texas.
Of course it does. Is Washington State where Ian lives, where Hogan lives,
Nice.
right? So E-Dub out there in Texas and Washington State's the only 2 states in the union that if you declare mutual combat, say me and Matt are at a bar all drunk and I'm like, yeah, I want to fight you. And you're like, I want to fight you. A cop will be the referee and let you 2 fight. And there's
Get out.
there's a mutual combat. You can look it up on Wikipedia. There's
Yeah,
only
shit.
2 states. When Ian told me this, I go, Ian, that's not true. And then I looked it up. I was in tears. I'm going, when I get there for your wedding, I am declaring
would
mutual
shout.
combat
Everyone.
immediately.
Dude,
Oops.
that's all right. I'll cut
You
it.
j-
But it's
you-
just one. You're. I knew you couldn't go cold turkey, Steve. So you did a good job.
I did a good job.
You just
Yeah.
butt in front of everyone in line at Wawa. Mutual combat, mutual combat.
Yeah,
mutual combat.
Yeah.
And who
You get
wants
away
it?
with that. You get away with that in Washington. I'm not trying that in Texas. I'm gonna get fucking shot.
Dude, I wouldn't try it here either.
They
Fucking
duel in Texas.
Texas is
I know.
legit. Texas
But how
is
dope
fucking
is that? How do we
legit.
not have that here?
Dude,
There's
I
a
like
law
that,
for
though.
Mutual combat.
Yeah.
I'm running for Senate and I'm going to introduce a mutual combat bill
You
as
got
my
my vote.
first.
You got my vote.
Yeah.
Like,
I-
are you
I vote
tired?
in. Yeah. Did you ever get the
That's a-
wrong order at McDonald's and you were pissed at the fucking guy getting paid $15?
Did
You ever
someone
stick your head through the window and yell, mutual combat,
Mutual combat.
motherfucker?
did someone molest
Yo,
your daughter?
Did you see the line in Russia? Because so they banned, like, you know how they're closing all the like businesses and stuff in
Yeah,
Russia
and the
that are,
banks
like,
and
owned?
yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
see they closed a McDonald's? Like, so there's gonna be no McDonald's in Russia. Did
Yeah,
you see what
no
it looked like
Coca-Cola.
at the McDonald's? So they were trying to get like the last McDonald's before it closed. It looked like they were like, I've never seen a line like that for anything, dude.
Yeah.
There's like cars wrapped around. Yeah, because all these Russian dudes are like, I want my McDonald's before, you know,
What?
before
took
it's
away
gone.
the-
Yeah, dude.
They took away the Batman, yo. Me and
They took
Brad
away
were talking about it.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola too. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
wow.
The night before Batman was supposed to
Take
drop.
that, Putin. Welcome to the new pussy America. Hey, Putin.
Yeah, but apparently
no fucking
McDonald's
ice
was like a big
Coca-Cola for
deal.
you.
Dude, damn. I mean,
Yeah, look it up. McDonald's was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
if it
when I
helps,
saw
it helps, man. Whatever helps.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
If it
we
helps.
we
He's
don't
over
get
there.
political on the show.
Putin's ripping huge lines off whores' assholes.
Oh.
You think he's worried about ice
Yeah.
cold Coca-Cola?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
ripping fucking lines, riding bears, fucking.
This fool's bathing in Coca-Cola, taking videos, sending it to Joey B like, fuck your Coca-Cola. I have all Coca-Cola.
Yeah. So, all right, this dude, I mean, let's call it. But this was, dude, good shit tonight, guys.
Mhm.
Really, dude, really, honestly, this is I mean, even if Bern was here too, I know he'd fit right into this conversation, but this is just a real good organic conversation we had. So
Mhm.
this type of rhythm, I think, really makes for a great show. So nice job. Good shit tonight. Good job on the language, Steve.
I can't wait.
Justin.
I can't wait to see your family members and tell them that your favorite movie is Reservoir Dogs. I fucked that up. What's the one that they don't like?
Taken.
That's it. Same fucking
Taken
movie,
Taken
different
and-
fucking
Taken and War
Albanian.
Dogs.
Yeah,
War
yeah,
Dogs.
yeah. War
Yeah,
Dogs,
yeah.
that's it.
War Dogs.
The
Nice.
fucking shithead Matt.
Oh my god. All right. All right,
No
guys.
good piece of shit.
All right, guys. See you guys later.
All right.
Good shit.
See ya.